Hello, my darlings. Hope you're all doing well. Blush Lily here. Welcome to today's reading where we're going to be channeling your future self and your higher self. I want that powerful combo to come into today's reading and tell you exactly what it is that you need to know. 3 options for today's reading. See which one you're most drawn to. Don't overthink it, and let's go ahead and begin. My amazing option number 1, and welcome to your reading, guys. A quick little energy check-in so you guys can make sure that you chose the right option. And you are indeed the addressee of this message. Here, right now, you are completely lost. You might find yourself in a new environment, in a new reality that you're not really adapting really well to. There is an energy of the unknown, quite possibly maybe needing to move somewhere, or you have already moved somewhere and you're still exploring that place, and maybe you're finding it a little bit hard to adjust. The Six of Swords is so much about exploration. Your birthday might be on the 6th or in June. Life path number 6 is coming through very strongly. Yeah, they're telling me somebody who is most likely, I want to almost say, citizen of the world. You find it easy to talk to people from other countries, from other cultures. Even if they're very, very different, you find something in common. Most likely speak a couple of languages. I do see that some of you might have had children already. And I'm seeing scars. Scars on your body. I'm seeing scars on your heart and on your soul. They're telling me that you feel like you have reacted or overreacted to something which caused irreparable damage. There's a lot of doubt in your head whether you've done something right or you could have done it differently. They're also telling me that because of that, you might not see or you might not take the opportunities that are coming up because you're very afraid of making a decision like this and making a mistake. Loads and loads of fears. There's loads of limiting energy, loads of fears that are coming through over here. Restrictions, both internal and external. So you are trying to hold on to what you have right now. You're trying not to take risks. I don't know, overall, I'm just getting a very heavy energy from you, my darlings, right now. You need a little bit of a pick-me-up. That sounds like you. Keep on watching. Let's go ahead and channel your future self and your higher self and see what they want you to know. I almost want to reach out and give you a big hug because I can feel the heaviness. I can feel the, almost like the darker colors. It's like when you're watching the world in black and white. Let's see what your higher self and your future self want you to know right now. Yeah, they're saying, look, it's as if you've been trying to fit in or make something work that couldn't work. You've been trying to create a union of the opposites. Yeah, you have been trying to make water and oil mix. They don't mix. They don't mix, right? And there has been a lot of conflict in your life where you're trying to make something work that does not work. A lot of your energy goes into it. I feel like it's coming from a very, very deep childhood where you were encouraged and almost forced to do things, to perfect things you weren't really good at. And the things that you were good at, your talents, they were overlooked. They were like, okay, yeah, whatever. You're good at that, but you're bad at this. So you need to practice whatever it is that you're bad at. So that created that internal conflict where you don't necessarily recognize the strong, beautiful, talented aspects of yourself, but you keep on looking at the things that you need to improve in order to make something work, again, that doesn't work. You keep on trying to push yourself into a transformation that you don't need. right? Where the real transformation over here, my darlings, has to do with unlearning and dropping everything that you don't need. It's a very simple thing because your future self is coming through with a feeling of, you know what, F it. I am what I am. There are certain things I can do, certain things I can't do, and certain things I'm not going to do even if you pay me $1 million, right? So there's this energy where you're getting out of this eclipse where you don't see yourself, where you're overshadowed by certain expectations and the thoughts that keep on telling you that you constantly have to change, evolve, try. If it's hard, keep on trying. Don't. It has a lot to do with your ego as well, where you've been conditioned that you're only accepted if you're the best at something, or if you keep on trying, or if you have to keep on earning love or recognition or whatever. And your future self is saying, look, we are now in a place where the mind is not constantly burdened by all of this heaviness of expectations. You're no longer looking to build relationships that require so much building material. You're no longer trying to build something that is extremely hard. And you're no longer looking for fault in yourself. Yeah? It's a very interesting card that has so much information in it for you. But let's see what else comes through. You're in this energy of celebration. Yeah? Look at this card. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I want to say, for those of you who have been struggling to build relationships, your future self is coming through and saying, yeah, you're married. Yep, you found the person. Yes, you met the person. Yes, the person is absolutely fantastic and they accept you for you. And what's most important is that you accept you for you. You don't question yourself. Am I beautiful enough? Am I wealthy enough? Am I successful enough? Am I loving enough? Am I blah, 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 blah. You're in this flow. And that allows you to see how beautiful life is. Yeah? You've accepted your amazing aspects. You've accepted your not so amazing aspects. And you're acting out of place of love and acceptance. You are married over here. You do have friends over here. And your future self is saying, you know what, quite a lot of them are different to the people you hang out with right now. Because even right now, you might be trying to make something work, like putting in that extra effort. Of course, all relationships require effort. But when it's extra, when it's just like constant work, no. You now have the knowledge. Look, you now have the knowledge, and the knowledge is multiplied. So your future self and your higher self are letting you know that you have mastered some sort of skill. You might have literally gone into this energy where you're like, okay, you know what? I'm good at singing. I'm going to go and sing. I'm going to go take lessons on singing. I'm going to go do whatever. Some of you, you've discovered you're good at painting. Some of you, you are great when it comes to sports, to mixed martial arts, to in whatever. You're like, you know what? That's it. I'm going to go and perfect the skills that I already have. Because you're no longer in this energy of needing to survive, needing to do whatever in order to survive, needing to do whatever in order to feel needed, wanted, appreciated, accepted. You have overcome this. And you're celebrating it. You're celebrating it. You're with a very good person. They keep on telling me to let you know that you're with a very good person. This person is good for you. This person might not be good for everybody. Some people might say, oh, he or she's whatever, blah, blah, blah. You don't care. You don't care because you are happy over here. And they're telling me you're in the process of studying, researching, and it's amazing. It's amazing. So for those of you who wanted to maybe continue study something or go in a completely different direction, your future self and your higher self, they're saying, you got this, baby. You got this. Literally, you got this. Another important thing that's coming through over here, my darlings, is that you're having fun. You're having fun. Even if right now it seems like everything is dark and gloomy and nothing makes you feel good anymore. No. Your future self, your higher self, they're saying, look, fun is possible. It's not all going to be fun and games, but there's a very healthy balance. Very healthy balance in the way that you're handling the stress, the hurdles, whatever, because they're going to be there anyways. But you also know how to have fun. You also know what makes you feel good. For some of you, if you want children or if you want more children, this is very clearly shown over here. There's so much love that's coming through, guys. If I could only tell you. Yeah, your higher self is reminding you again back to that energy check-in where you feel you've done something wrong, or you made a decision too fast, or you overreacted to something. You did not, right? 99% of you did not. I know some of you are like, okay, I'm that 1%. No. Stop it. Okay, we're all humans. Yes, sometimes we overreact to something, but on a grand scale of things, nothing has changed. Trust me. If you think that a relationship would have worked out if you haven't reacted a certain way or whatever, no. For a lot of you, this was a healthy reaction. Anyways, we all mess up at one point or another, and that's cool. But here, what your future self is saying and your higher self is saying, like, there's no use crying over spilled milk. Let it go. Let it go. You can't be perfect. Yes, you messed up in a couple of places. Yes, you could have done some sort of research, but this is what you're thinking right now. You see, that's the big thing. That's the big difference. When we act, we always act to the best of our ability. So give yourself a break. Take a scissors, cut yourself some slack, and know that you have done everything that you could at that point in time. Now, you might be blaming yourself and saying, I could have done things differently, only if, what if. No. This is from your perspective right now. Back then, you couldn't. Back then, you couldn't. Okay, what else does your future self and higher self want you to know? Oi. Oh, okay, this is interesting. So literally in the near future, guys, within the next 1 to 3 months, there's some sort of resource energy that's coming in that's going to help you. Yeah? So you might be trying to solve something right now by yourself, or again, maybe with the wrong people. They're telling me that the universe brings you resources. And it's something that has been keeping you stuck for a very long time. It has a lot to do with sweetness, it has a lot to do with wealth, and it has a lot to do with the power of the spring. Interesting. So whenever you're watching, they're telling me that the season of your soul, the season of your heart, is going into spring, into things unfreezing, into things starting to grow again, starting to feel good again. There's a change in the wind for you, my darlings. A change in the wind that's coming up. The wind of change is blowing in the right direction, finally. And you've got your sails up this time. You're not thinking, oh my God, it's a hurricane. Yeah, the grace and love. This is what's coming through for you. Graceful, beautiful relationships. I almost want to say you're breaking some sort of curse right now. Curse that has to do with the way you were told relationships need to work. You're letting go of all of that. Your future self is saying you've learned all the lessons. Some of them were wrong, so it's time to unlearn them. Yeah. But the truth is, a lot of people wanted you to be complacent. Complacent, not free. They wanted you to be as independent and as smart as an adult, but as complacent as a child. And that's impossible. That's completely impossible. So here, grace and love is coming through, guys. All right, my amazing option number 1, that's what I see for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated. If you're up for a personal one, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. In that same place, you will find the link to my Patreon page with over 250 exclusive videos, additional discounts, and much, much more. So make sure to check it out. All right, my darlings, take care now. Bye. My amazing option number 2. Hi and welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy. Let's go ahead and begin with a little bit of an energy check-in so you, my darlings, can make sure that this message, this letter from your higher self and your future self is directed at you. Ooh, you've leveled up. Ooh, okay. You have leveled up over here. My darlings, you're ready for something good. You're feeling that it's coming up. You are making all the right moves, all the right connections in order to secure some sort of financial stability. Yeah. You have maybe finished some sort of training. You are somebody who can make really good judgment calls. You're also able to read the people, read the room. You're quite good when it comes to psychology. You're able to kind of see, this person, we want to deal with them. This person, run away in a different direction. So I see that you're mostly cool, calm, collected. You're good with money, even if right now you might not have a lot, but you're actually good with money because I do see that Midas touch. Yeah. And your future self and your higher self, they're like, yes. Money is going to be coming through. Wealth, abundance, prosperity. And this is going to be so much about you making the right judgment. They keep on saying the right judgment. Recently, you might have had to deal with things that have to do with bureaucracy, with paperwork, with filling out a lot of forms, making sure that the contracts are on point. Very attractive over here, guys. When you are inspired, you might overwork. You might be a little bit of a workaholic. Also, they're telling me right now, especially if you don't have a partner, you might be channeling a lot of energy. Your sensual energy, your sexual energy might be channeling into work or into sports. Yeah. But I do see that from time to time you get very frustrated. So I'm guessing a relatively high sex drive is being shown over here. I would also say that you're somebody who, when you get the idea, you don't postpone it for too long. Yeah? You don't always take it until the end. Yes, but you act upon it. You act upon it. Tak. Right now, my darlings, there's some sort of energy that most likely has to do either with you guys being stuck in a third-party situation or still somehow in one way or another being affected by a person who is sneaky, a person who is manipulative, a person who doesn't give you clear answers, a person that left you hanging or is leaving you hanging, a person that has a lot of interest when we're talking about physical intimacy with you, but not necessarily something stable. But they keep on telling me that in any case right now, you are more focused on things that have to do with winning, on things that have to do with money, on things that have to do with research, on things that have to do with being prepared for something. Okay, if that sounds like you, my darlings, keep on watching. Let's go ahead and take a look at the channeled message from your higher self and your future self. The powerful combo that decided to join forces today to bring you the info that you need and the message that you need. Maybe some tough love for some of you. Who knows? Sometimes we need it. All right, let's see. Okay, for now, no tough love. Just soft love. All right, so they're saying don't forget about love. Even though you're focusing right now on money, on stability, love is there. Love is there. The need for love, the need for connection, the need for physical intimacy, the need for emotional intimacy is being shown over here. And soon you guys are going to get an opportunity to make it happen. They're telling me that, for quite a few of people, a lot of things are predestined. You, my lovely option number 2, you have a lot of power. And sometimes you mess with the universe itself, you mess with the fates itself. The fates, sometimes they're rolling their eyes at you and saying, again, we have to try this all over again. They still love you. But the point over here, they're saying, look, your future self, your higher self, they're saying that you have a lot of power to make things or break things. And now it's time to focus on the things that you could make that have to do with relationships, the things that have to do with love. Let's dive deeper into this one. Because your option number 2, you can be very stubborn sometimes. And you can be stubborn just for the hell of it. You know that about yourself. Just for the hell of it. You're like, Blush Lily, I need money right now. I need money, I need stability, I need to rebuild my strength, I need to rebuild my faith in humanity. I understand. But just to let you know that part of this whole rebuilding process and part of you getting bigger money still has to do with romance, still has to do with sexual energy, sensual energy, with your charm, with your charisma. Your brains are fantastic. But why are you cutting out additional bonuses that you have, additional skills that you have? Your ability to communicate, your ability to charm, your charisma, your confidence that comes through over here. Because I feel for a lot of you guys, you're already quite confident when it comes to money, when it comes to abundance, but you might be trying to cover up the need for relationships, for love, with that sense of self-sufficiency, success in business, success in career. But the truth is you're overlooking something important. And this is why your spiritual team, your higher self, your future self, they're coming through and saying, stop it. Stop it. Because literally, look, it's time for romance. It's time for romance. Let's get details. Let's get details. The juicy details, quite possibly. Who knows? Well, we're about to find out. I don't understand. Are you guys up for a promotion? You start giving me things that have to do with money again. You're like, Blush Lily, this can wait. Incredibly stubborn, yeah? A lot of you, you're either divorced or you're very close to being married. And I see actually a lot of women that went into this energy of masculine, where you are going to get the money, you're going to feed yourself, you're going to feed your kid or your kids, you're going to secure the future. Okay. But still coming back for that chance for romance. I understand that you're very afraid of it, but should we give it a try? Because again, it has to do with your sexual energy and your sensual energy. I don't understand the blockage there. They're telling me you gotta let loose, guys, because your second chakra is blocked. You're blocking your sensual, sexual, beautiful energy. You're restricting a lot of things because you're afraid of it, afraid of what people might say, afraid of the consequences it might bring. Yes, I understand it's not your priority right now. You're still struggling, okay. They're telling me to let you know that your perspective is going to change, because even for me right now, it's as if I'm sitting here and trying to convince you that you need love. And you're like, no, I don't need love, or only love I need is in a certain way, shape, form, size, whatever. I understand now. They're telling me that you're still experiencing the difficulty, the ramifications of the time that you let yourself be vulnerable. You're still hurting over somebody over here. Maybe some of you, you're still hoping for somebody to come back. And for you, it's very difficult to believe right now that the right person can stay with you, that you can trust the right person, that you can wear the wedding dress, the wedding gown for my lovely ladies. There's leveling up, guys, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to romance, when it comes to opportunity. But I feel the blockage that's coming in from you right now, and of course I'm not going to press it, but I am here to deliver the message, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Let me see what fell. The card of a broken heart. Okay, let's ask your future self and your higher self the best way to deal with this. Oh my God, they keep on saying, look, somebody in the wedding dress saying it's time. What's the best way for you to deal with this? So the thing that you need to understand, and this is incredibly important, they're telling me if you don't change the way that you approach it, the way that you think, nothing is going to change. For whatever reason, you're very strong in other aspects, but here you feel like a victim. Here you feel like you can't control anything. Here you feel like you're losing a lot of control when we're talking about romance, when we're talking about love. It's easier for you to approach this from a rational perspective than to open your heart. But what they're telling me, yeah, I see the card. What they're telling me is what's going to play an important role in that transition is a change of the environment, a change of people. So this goes from the digital environment all the way up to your work environment, your friends. See who you hang out with. See the types of stories they tell. See the message that you subconsciously keep on getting from certain people, from certain societies. It's as if somebody's trying to convince you that there's no happiness, or there's no like loyal men or loyal women. And by the way, you're going to get the contract, you're going to get the visa, you're going to get the money, just for you to know. You're becoming the master. But it's time to master other aspects of you, where you realize that in a relationship right now, you're quite experienced. And you have survived through everything that you've been through. You have survived. You're here today, you're watching this video. And that you do have certain control of certain things, of how you behave, how you act. But no, you don't have the control over other people. But once again, you do have the control of how you handle it, the situation, so on and so forth. Because once it's time for love. You guys are incredibly stubborn. Option number 2, I swear to Aisha, you are. But I understand why. And you understand why. And your spiritual team understands why. But little by little, try to let it go. A little bit. Tiny bits. because you have love on the cards over here. Your soulmate, by the way. Not some fling, the good stuff, the serious stuff, the woof, it's hot in here stuff. All right, my amazing option number 2, that's what I see for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated. If you're up for a personal one, all you gotta do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. In that same place, you'll find the link to my Patreon page with over 250 exclusive videos, additional discounts on personal reads, and much, much more, so make sure to check it out. All right, my darlings, take care now. Bye. My fantastic option number 3, and welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy. Let's go ahead and get started. A little bit of an energy check-in before we channel the message from your higher self and your future self, that powerful duo, so that you guys can make sure that this is the right reading for you. Oh, you're studying something. You are studying something. You're picking up on some sort of skills. You're looking for new ways. You're in this energy of something optimistic. You might be journaling. There's this energy of creating something divine. I don't know why that came through. Oh, okay. You might be trying to manifest love over here. Gemini energy is coming through very strongly. You are visualizing a lot of things. Not just the relationship. You guys are going deep. You're visualizing how you're going to live together, where you're going to live together, the house you would like to have, the pets you would like to have, what you're going to name your kids if you want kids. You guys are incredibly good when it comes to communication, quick wit, quick mind, right? I wouldn't say, I'm getting Virgo energy over here as well, I wouldn't say that you're very social. You have your moments when you can be very social, but most of the time I see that you kind of go into a place where you feel at peace, where you can think. You're also lacking depth when it comes to conversations, when it comes to your soul tribe, you know? They're telling me that you don't have the soul tribe you would like to have. You're capable of conflict, but I see that you feel very uncomfortable when a conflict or tense situation arises. However, you can get quite competitive if we're talking about sports or some sort of game. You have a lot on your shoulders right now. You might have to deal with multiple projects. You might have to deal with your issues and the issues of your friends or parents. You're juggling. I would say definitely somebody who's good at multitasking. And despite everything that's going on, you are more of an optimist / realist rather than a pessimistic person. But that being said, guys, you are going through some sort of difficult ending. Something difficult happened to you and you're still finding it hard to recover from it. Your heart has been broken many times. But not a lot of people see you cry. It's as if when you go out into the world, you're putting on some sort of mask. You've created some sort of persona where people would never say that you're somebody who maybe is overly emotional or overly sensitive. And that's why you're most likely going into this hermit energy. But they're telling me you cry a lot. And there's still a lot of pain. You're finding some difficult to let something go because you don't have all the answers. Why? Like you keep on asking, why? Why did it have to happen? Okay, let's talk to your future self and your higher self. If you guys are resonating with the check-in, see what the message is there. Okay, first and foremost, things that have to do with the basics, things that have to do with your first chakra, yeah? everything is going to turn out beautifully. We're talking about money, we're talking about the house, we're talking about security, stability. Things are working out beautifully in your favor. Beautifully. Seriously. Archangel Michael himself came through and said, baby, you're gonna be all right. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing, because here what I'm getting is your future self and your higher self. They're saying, look, things are going to get better. And it's as if, they're showing me there's like a breakthrough, then there's a stop, and then there's another breakthrough, and then there's another stop. But it's kind of working out beautifully for you. So there's definitely a sense of security, stability, and safety. And it's very strong. Yeah, this could be because you're getting some sort of contract. You're getting your residence permit extended. You're getting some sort of loan. You're securing your mortgage. You are paying off your loans. You are getting hired. You're getting hired and being maybe even promoted to a higher position. Something documents-wise, bureaucracy-wise, is working out very beautifully for you. And you feel very safe, very secure, and like, I can finally breathe out. I can finally breathe out. The justice goes in your favor. If right now you're in some sort of difficult situation, somebody is suing you, you are suing somebody, there's some sort of process, it works out in your favor. And I'm also hearing some of you, you're going to get some good karma. Some good karma. Completely randomly, from a random person, in a random place, something in your life balances out, big time. Okay. There's a male energy that came through twice, the thinking man, the man with a coin. This could mean a couple of things for different genders. So, my darlings, for the gentleman, this means a great idea that pays off, a great idea that you have in order to make money, to secure money, good investment, well thought through support. For my lovely ladies, this is that energy of some sort of collaboration with a person that has the resources, that's also going to help you when it comes to money. Because this is purely male energy, so a male is involved in some way, shape, or form. But I feel like this is a yes. This is a decision to give you more money, to give you more responsibility, and of course with more money, to invest in your project, to come up with some sort of idea, a solution. This is beautiful. Money-wise, security-wise, contracts, clients, great, great. The same person, the same card came through. Now then, let's talk about something else other than money and success. Let's talk about the heart chakra. Let's talk about love. Let's talk about relationships. Now, your future self, your higher self, they're winking at one another and they're saying, they're going to go on the journey. They're going to go on the journey of love, the journey of the heart, the journey of the calling. Quite possibly, I see for a lot of you guys, you were drawn to a particular place, a particular environment. This could be mountains, this could be the ocean, this could be, I don't know, the hills of some place. Go where your heart is calling. Not where it looks good, not where a lot of people go, not where you've been recommended to go. No. Even if it's completely random, a random place on a map, go there. It's the journey that counts. Because for quite a few of you, my darlings, you are going to discover that you want to live differently. An environment that's going to envelop you in this feeling of safety, security, serenity, and something in your head will click. You're like, okay, you know what? I want to explore my opportunities of living here. And from that place, a lot of things unravel. A lot of things unravel. Some of you, you're like, okay, maybe I want to work remotely and I want to live in a place like this. For others of you, you could be meeting somebody important, love-wise, relationship-wise, while you're traveling. But it has to come from a heart. Your heart knows. Your heart is the compass. Your heart will tell you. And for some of you, it's very interesting because, again, there's some sort of mischievous energy from the universe where you might get rerouted. Yeah, you might be going to one place, but something happens, whatever, and you end up in a different place. And you're like, oh my God, it was all in vain. It was not. It was not. Because here they're telling me that there's a very big chance of meeting somebody important, meeting somebody who is going to be a heart-to-heart connection. Heart-to-heart connection. Now, another thing that's coming through, guys, they're almost, well, I wouldn't say that they're screaming, but they're being very loud, being very vocal. They're saying, let them go. Finished. There's somebody that you're clinging on to, some sort of idea, some sort of person. Maybe even, it's not that even you want a relationship with them, but you want to have the last word. You want to have some sort of explanation, a reason that's going to make you stop aching. They're saying your future self, your higher self, they're saying let it go. It's not going to matter soon. But they're telling me you're wasting a lot of energy on this person. Yeah, look. They're saying let it go. Especially if somebody ghosted you. Let them rest in peace. Do not disturb the ghosts. Let them do what they need to do. This story with this person, at least now at this stage of your life, it's over. Let them go. This is part of your transformation. 8 of Cups. They keep on saying that a lot of your energy goes into the past. And your energy is incredibly precious. You tend to forget that sometimes. You're very beautiful, by the way. You're like this person who keeps on getting younger. With age, you're getting younger. You know why? Because you're getting into the harmonious energy of trusting the path, of trusting yourself. You're no longer frowning. You're no longer hiding yourself from the world, from the sun, from the joy that makes you look younger, fresher, prettier, more handsome to yourself, first and foremost. But to other people as well. To other people as well. And a very specific message for those of you who wanted to start your own makeup brand. Things that have to do with essential oils, natural cosmetics, maybe natural remedies. You're going to succeed. Trust the process. And yes, you are getting your soul tribe. You're getting friendships and you're getting love. Pick and choose. Pick and choose. But you know what? You can have them both. Because for some of you, what I'm seeing is a beautiful relationship that blossoms and grows very organically, very beautifully from a friendship, from a connection that's going to be very safe, stable, secure, fun. But I do see that the true love comes to you. So do friendships. All right, my amazing option number 3. And that's what I see for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought about this reading. If you're up for a personal read, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. In that same place, you'll find a link to my Patreon page, with over 250 exclusive videos, additional discounts, and much, much more. So make sure to check it out. All right, my darlings, take care now.